Okay guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry, and today we're homestead gardening. And what that means is you're going to get up early, whether it's a work day or a weekend. It happens to be a weekend. June 5th, I believe, we're setting out 2017, and we are gardening. So I've gone in here and I've inspected everything, make sure that everything looks good. There's no weeds that need to be pulled out. Nothing needs my attention right here. So we're good to go there. I do have a little bit of weeding in the garden, but I also had to do some other work before it gets too hot. And look how fast pumpkin, that's right there by that stake, how fast those leaves grow. I mean, it's gonna be huge. I don't know if I put it in the right spot, but we'll make it work. I've had pumpkins in here before, and I just guide them where I want them to go. And my yellow squash by the other two stakes there are doing really good. Replanted zucchini yesterday. I used the rest of those Romanesca seeds. And there we go. I'm going to look at Baker Creek and see if they have that variety, because that's my favorite. Look at my trees. They look so good. We still have frisbee fly lanes. So we've thought about putting in another tree, but if I do, I think what I'm going to do is that North Pole apple tree. So here's my project for this morning. And I gave this bed a shot, and it just wasn't working. I think the dogs had dug out all the carrots, and then over the winter, they dug out half the dirt. It was terrible. So when I put the grow mulch back in, I don't think I had enough garden soil in there to make the plants thrive. So I dug out some of the mulch, put 3 yards of the garden soil in, and manure mixed in. About maybe a half a cubic foot of the manure. And now I'm planting carrots. So from, let's see, this variety, from here, right now, from here over, is this organic variety. And these are really good. And they go fast, and I'll be able to plant them again. And one package, $1.69, will do 3 to 4 plantings that size, maybe even more. I mean, I'm being very particular. Now, this is how I made my holes for this. It's a little tedious, but it's worth it in the long run, ladies and gentlemen. If you've got one of these, you can use this. All I did was after I mixed the soil all up, I packed it down a little bit, and then you just take this, and you have 3 holes. And those carrots don't get that big. I could probably just do 1 on each end. If you wanted to do that, you can do, that's putting it on like a 3-inch center. I'm planting all of them. And then I'll thin out any that don't look healthy. And I'm trying to get 1 to 2 seeds per hole, but sometimes it's hard. Now I left the celery in here, and any of the beans I've transplanted. And then I've got 7 onion bulbs here, and 7 on the other side as well, down there. So that's my project. And I trimmed back my pine tree so I could get through here. And the chickens are going, can you come in here and see me? So I've got those branches over there I had to trim back here, because I couldn't get through here either. So got some old cages, I got to get rid of that. Lots of work when you are running a little homestead, and that's what this is. We feed ourselves, we have chickens to supply our protein, eggs, and I trimmed that pear tree too, right here. I trimmed that. There was a dead branch in there, but it's got pears. It's got baby pears. Look at, can you see them? There's some pears there. This has 3 different kinds of pears, so, but this one doesn't look good. This pear and this pear up here. There's one there though that looks good, right there. So we'll see. We might get a couple. The other pear tree that we planted has pears on it as well. And this tree here has a few apples, but not near as many as that one over there. That one has quite a few. The history behind these two trees, this tree, which is bigger, is younger than this one. We put all three trees in at once, and sage ravaged, and I'm not kidding, topped this tree down to about waist high when it was a baby, and destroyed the tree that was there. So we replaced that tree, and it was the following year after we planted them. So we replaced that one, and this one I left it because it was alive, and I thought I'm just going to let it go and it'll probably end up stronger. And then I swear potatoes grow overnight. All the beans are coming up along the fences. And the nice thing about raised bed gardening is you really don't have to get in here and weed. There's no weed issues to speak of. Now and then you'll get something, but not very often. Anyway, okay, I got to get back to work, and Michael's gone with the dogs to run out back, and when he comes back with them, I will videotape and to show you what happens as soon as they get back, what happens. Okay, here they come. Okay, Sage and Strut will be the first in the tank. Up and in. Sage, here's Strut going in. They know how to cool off. Get in there, buddy. Is that great or what? I love it. Shotzi, do you need to get in there? Where's Ragnar? Oh, he's laying in the shade way out back. Okay, so that's what happens. And Ragnar and Shotzi will get there. They'll get in there. Ragnar! He's like, screw that, I'm hot, I gotta get a drink. All right, oops. Shotzi, she says, I want in. There's no room in the pool. All right, Missy. Okay, so I took the row covers off of this. I think the birds are past the point of destroying my kale. We'll see. If I have to, I'll put it back on, but I think we're going to be good. And I can always shade this with some shade cloth. Put a couple posts at each end and drape it over if I need to. But look how beautiful this lettuce is in your way. It's just gorgeous. And the kale is doing great. Spinach over here, I've got to pick this. It's ready to bolt. So we'll replant there. The little red lettuce is really slow. I'm thinking, hoping the sunshine helps. And I see a little weed. But look at, now that's Swiss chard. It's not the rhubarb Swiss chard, but it is Swiss chard. So yeah, I need to pick all the spinach today. I'm going to pick some leafy lettuce and some butter lettuce, and we'll make a big salad and some kale. And I gave the seed tops of the spinach to the girls. They loved it. I was like throwing them a worm. Okay, so this bed got totally planted, watered, and we are going to have hundreds of carrots between this and the whiskey barrels, or wine barrels, whatever you want to call them. So I'm going to go in and take a shower. We're going to Home Depot and to Costco, and then I think then we have to go over to our friends to mount the scope on my rifle, because that's also part of homesteading, is hunting and being able to be a little more self-reliant. And so, what do you guys think? Do you think I should put a raised bed here? Do you think that would look funky? I don't know. Either that, or I can put one out, or could do both, but put one out between, because this isn't in a driving lane. I could put one over here, maybe going this way, you know what I mean? That way, in between the two cherry bushes. That wouldn't be a bad idea, have another raised bed there. Anyway, let me know what you think, and we'll work on it. All right, guys. See? Homesteading. It's wonderful. Okay, guys, so I am getting ready to barbecue on my big green egg. when we had to go to Costco, Home Depot. Where else did we go? Oh, and Kohl's. Michael needed some shorts and a couple summer type shirts, and I got a couple things. Anyway, after I did all my gardening this morning, so I made a huge salad for tonight and tomorrow night. I try to make my salads up 2 nights ahead because you're chopping a ton of vegetables, you might as well, right? And part of my salad was the spinach that I had out here this morning. So this bed right here, this bed, oh, I did put a fence around it because I thought, you know, sure as I take that stuff off there, those dogs will be in there digging my stuff up. So that red lettuce is a little sparse, and I'm okay with that. But I dug up the spinach that was right here. So I'm going to replant the red ruffled lettuce. And I'll show you the package. Those Frankie seeds are amazing. And you get tons for the amount of money you spend. So I'm not sure the grams because it's all in Italian. I can't even read how to plant them or how long it takes for germination or anything. But I love them. And then, of course, I got that other bed planted. And now I'm like, oh, I think I need some more garden beds out here. I got water right here in the summertime only. So they could be summer beds. But I think it could work. And it's not in Michael's driving path. And I am bent on, hi girlies, I am bent, notice how I have to stop talking to you because they need my full attention. Hi girls. Oh my goodness, oh my gosh, you guys ate almost everything I gave you. I brought out some wonky lettuce and the butts of some romaine that I bought. Hey, who's pecking at my toenails? Because they're cute, huh? Okay, get it. Oh, look at them. Look at them. They like that lettuce. And it's added water. Ooh, and look at their feeder. Okay. I haven't seen any birds in here yet, but I'm going to work on. Okay, so their feeder, part of my homestead chores today is to fill this feeder. So I have to get this out of here. That is what they did in a week. A little over a week. Has it been, or have you guys been out here 2 weeks? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we need to put fresh kibble. I almost said kibble. We need fresh kibble in here. So I'm going to fill up their, this is a chick starter. So I'm going to fill that up and give them some more. This was some bib lettuce. They love all the greens. They don't care. The darker the green, actually, the better. They've eaten grass. When Michael mowed yesterday, he dumped some grass in here, and so I'm going to go ahead and fill up their little gallon feeder. Tomorrow, before it gets too hot, I'm going to work on screening with the chicken wire that I've got that roll over there. I'm going to go ahead and screen, and I'm going to mount it to the truss system on this, and I'm covering this thing as much as I possibly can with chicken wire because I don't want any birds in here eating our chicken food. Chicken food, I'm buying organic chicken feed, and it's not horribly expensive, but it can be if you have the whole neighborhood eating, right? Just like it's not expensive to have friends over unless there's 30 of them. Anyway, all right, so, oh, and I've got to get the barbecue started, and then when it cools off, I'll do my evening watering. But guys, thanks for stopping by yesterday. It just makes my day when I see all the comments, and some of the comments on Facebook have actually got me pretty choked up. I just love you guys. So anyway, let me finish this chore and then we'll move on. Okay, so I fed the chickens. They were super excited to get fresh nibbles, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, they're always excited. They're definitely food oriented. And it's starting to cool off out there, thankfully, and we've got wind. I'm gonna go ahead and feed the puppadoos. It's almost 5, so I'm gonna feed them. We got dog food when we went to Costco. what else? Oh, water, because Michael takes bottled water. When he takes them out to run, he takes a flexible bowl. Oh, okay. So he takes a bowl that he can pop out, it's, what is it, silicone, and he is able to give them water when he's out there because it's hot now and they get overheated, and you saw they come back and jump in the pool. But what I wanted to say, somebody asked, and I didn't say on a part that I left in the video yesterday, our pigeons, our homing pigeons, are not as a hobby. Those are actually for our, those are for training our dogs. We can plant the birds. Next time Michael does it, I'll definitely bring some footage along. We can plant the birds in the backyard, and we plant them in a hammock, and he has a remote control thing. And so as soon as they find them, go on point, honor point, do all that stuff that they're supposed to do, then we can, he releases the bird up in the air, the bird flies off, they get the whole experience, and it solidifies their training. So we train on our dogs year round, and in some respect or another. And anyhow, that's why when they got that bird, that pigeon, Strut was like, no, it's mine. And the only reason he really didn't want to give it up is because Ragnar was right there. If he's by himself, he's brought me baby quail you put back in the egg and gave it to me and said, here you go, Mama. Do what you will. He's got such a soft mouth, and he did not hurt that pigeon, not one bit, even though he had it locked into place. I'm not giving this bird up. Anyway. So I know a lot of you were curious. So that's what the pigeons are for. Homing pigeons, you can use them for bird dog training. It's a great training. And it doesn't, now that our pigeons are leaving at will through the pigeon bob, those bars, they've learned how to open them when they're inside. They can go out and forage for their own food if they want to, but we feed them really high quality food, so they get a good home. Anyway, answering questions. I'm gonna feed our dogs, and then I'm starting the barbecue, and I'll probably just show you the end result of our barbecue. And I have this, I have a mess everywhere. Messes. I gotta clean all this up. I gotta get busy. Okay guys, so it's dinner time, and Michael's already had some kimchi and brown rice. Did you like it? He likes kimchi.
Really good.
Okay, yeah, he ate it right now. So this is his plate, and this is the grilled steelhead that I marinated and grilled it until you can take it off that skin side down. And I put a little smoke on the big green egg, easy peasy, and then a big salad. Most of these greens are out of our garden. That's how you do it when you have a little homestead. All right, guys. And so we're gonna eat. He wants this dressed with honey mustard dressing, and then we're gonna go out and he's gonna shoot his bow. I've got some kimchi and rice, brown rice for tomorrow, and I can't wait. We're gonna have salmon, or not salmon, steelhead. Close. It's like a landlocked salmon almost, I think. Anyways, it's delicious, and we're gonna have this and a salad and call it a night. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. So here's a look at some of the flowers. They're just coming along beautifully. I love gardening, and homesteading is a way of life for us. We absolutely love it. Eating fresh, organic vegetables with lean protein and loving on our puppadoos. That's Ragnar. He's such a good boy.